Alright, so it is now Thursday, July 4th. Happy July 4th if you live in the US. So I have a couple things I can fill you in on. I wrote them down in my little notebook because I was like, I need to know. Alright. So, because I decided a few things yesterday and I've been working on some stuff. So, I finished my nightmare. This will be up before you guys see this video. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch if you'd like to. But this is the finished result. I am very happy with it. And I also finished my Fire Dragon ults, so that's good. So here's them. So yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm glad that those are done. So some other things that I have to now deal with is I'm going to be doing some new drawing series. So which means that I'm going to be deleting some videos and playlists off of YouTube that I just don't want on there anymore. Because I'm like either discontinue a series or it just doesn't work. So I'm just going to get rid of it. And then I'm going to start trying to do some challenges, like the monthly challenges. Because right now what I have is Smoggist, Inktober, Huvember, and the 12 Days of Christmas. So I have ideas for all of them. So I need to start working on those, at least get Smoggist started so I'm not like completely behind. Because I notice what a lot of artists do is that they prep for this stuff in advance. That's why there's like so many finished like drawings that people do. So I'm going to start trying to work on those. They're not going to be very big. Honestly, I mean, they'll be a little bit bigger than this. I have a bigger circle thing. So but I'm going to use circles to draw out how big I want the drawing, just to kind of keep it on the small side and keep it manageable. But I'm going to start doing those. So we'll start with Smoggist. I'll show them on here like weekly. I'm not going to like post them every day because I'm not doing videos of them. I'm just going to draw them. So that means when it comes to that, if you want to, you'll have to stay tuned to see the weekly my summary of what I've done. If not, on my socials, I will be posting them every day. So I gotta get started on those. At least I'm gonna get a couple of them started now. So that way, hopefully by the time Smoggist rolls around, I'll be ahead. And I can just work on maybe get like a couple done every week or something. But I'm only gonna be working on them while I'm at work because it's just one of those things I'm not recording. So it just makes it easier to get things done that I won't be recording done at work because I'm there for 12 hours over the weekend on both days. So to me, it just makes sense to just bring stuff that I need to have set up and ready to go to do that. So I'm doing that. So I'm also going to be doing redraws. I forgot, I put them up here. So by redraws is I have a bunch of like different art books, and I've been thinking about this a long time. I even have these Pokemon books I bought for this particular reason I've never used. But there's a ton of art books I have. I know there's like How to Train Your Dragon, there's Sonic, which Sonic is definitely part of my heart because that's where I got Arlathea from. So I have that. There's Monster Hunter, which I don't really know anything about, but it looks like it's a bunch of like dinosaurs and dragons, so I'm kind of interested. That's the only ones I have right now. Maybe in the future, if you guys have anything else you want me to do, let me know. Because the other problem is why I've never done these is I didn't really want to do like fan art stuff, but I still think it might be fun and just a little bit of a challenge. Because the other problem is I was deciding, I'm like, do I want to do them in their style only? Like, still do it in like my style, but keep it mostly to where it looks like them and just add in like little bits and pieces, like add in the extra feathers and like the lines I like to do. Or do I literally draw it how I would draw it? Like completely, like absolutely completely. Like where's Charizard? Let me just show you what I guess there was, because I'm not like a huge Pokemon fan, but there's definitely a lot of Pokemon that I do like. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm not even in the, I can't alphabet, guys. I don't know, there we go. I don't know how to alphabet. So, but like for them, you know how I draw my dragons? This is a rough example. So if I do Charizard, he would look something like this. Not exactly, because this is my fire dragon element, but like, you know, this style of drawing that I do. So that's why I was debating on which one I should do, because now I'm just like, I could say fuck it and just do both and just come up with a whole bunch of different drawings. Because the paper I would use would be this size, like the size I use for my minis, because I have a bunch of these still. I have like maybe 6. So I would, again, keep it to circles. I probably would use these and make them kind of on the tiny side. At least maybe Charmander and Charmeleon I could. So that way I could just kind of keep them. Charizard I can make a little bit bigger and stuff. It was my intention, again, just to kind of keep it manageable. I would record these. But I would start here and just go back and forth between the different franchises. And just do them like that, which I think would be kind of fun and it might be interesting. Because yes, I would start with them with this little line. Because this is my favorite one. Because he's the OG dragon. I know he's not a dragon type. I don't understand why. But that's the OG dragon. This is my favorite line. And this is my favorite Mega Evolution. I don't understand this one at all. I like this one. Because I think it makes sense with the colors. That's why I just don't get this. But I would start with them. But even with the Pokemon, I would only be doing very specific ones. Like ones that kind of go along with my characters. So I wouldn't be doing every single one. Like I wouldn't be doing this one. I wouldn't be doing any of the bunnies. No. I might do the horses. Because technically one of my characters is a Corinne. Which you know is a dragon horse. So technically I could get away with doing the horses. Because I kind of want to do the horses. I think they're kind of cool. So that's one thing I'm going to do. But then I'll also do my art books too. That was another thing too. I also want to do art books. And just take some of the art books I have and redraw those. Which I have a bunch of dragon ones. I have some other ones too. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Just to do that. But I would probably start with the Pokemon. Because I've had these books forever. And this is the only reason why I have them. I just never use them. So now I'm like, now I need to use them. So I'm going to be doing that still. And then I also need to start working on my minis. Because I have my little myths that I want to do. Because I technically have 3 sets of 4 of animals. Because I have my core 4, my dinos, and I have my myths, which are all in stories. The myths won't be appearing at all until the next story, because this one I have coming up. Because I also actually need to start planning my crew, my comic drawing called Crew. That's the next story. So I'm like, I gotta start planning this and my comic. So I gotta start doing those next too. And the other problem is that I might be getting the apartment because yesterday my contact emailed me and said that she was sending in the information like for the paycheck and stuff, which I thought, because she told us she needed my last 4 pay stubs. So I was told it was going to be a separate email when I was doing the application. I never got the email. So I've been waiting. So now I don't know. So I'm assuming, because I never got it, so now I'm assuming that she's sending it to work. And then they'll approve it. I don't know. Because if, then it's like for the next 2 weeks for sure, I'm packing. Because depending on when I get my answer, if I get it tomorrow, I'm packing. So I don't know when the next video will come out, which probably won't be for a bit. But I guess it doesn't matter. It's not like I have people waiting. So I guess it doesn't really matter either way. But I got that to deal with too. But so I'm going to start working on my comics, the myths and the minis, because the challenge will be, yeah, those will be at work, and so will these. So if I can at least start this, then I'll be fine, because then I need to start the comic and maybe start working on these. I don't know, but that's where we're at. So when I make some progress somewhere or something else interesting pops up, I'll let y'all know. Alright, so it is now Friday, July 5th. And I did a couple things last night, not a ton. So I went ahead and started breaking down my Legos I have. I'm only leaving 4 intact because I do not want to destroy them. Because I just said no. So they're staying intact, and we'll just figure out how to carry them over. I did get an email today and a call asking for my paycheck stub. So I'm like, okay, so this is good. So we're still probably, that's looking pretty good. So I'll probably get it. So now we're just waiting to hear back. So my mom's like, maybe Monday I might hear something, which is good. Because she's like, when do you kind of want to move in? And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. So I just said mid-July. So she's like, what, July 18th? And I'm like, sounds good to me. Because it's a day I have off. And like I have 4 days off next week. So that means I have the rest of the week to start packing. But I'm going to start doing some more today and start getting, hopefully, the bedroom done today. Is what I would like to do. Like, probably throughout the day. I don't want to do it all at once. We'll see. I might do it later on tonight because I have to take my dog to the vet. And then I have to, like, prep food and whatnot for tomorrow for dinner and lunch and stuff for work. So I'll probably wait till then. So, yeah. But I at least just want to get the bedroom done because it's just figures and books in there pretty much. And I have some stuffed animals, which I can just shove into a plastic bag. I'm not worried about it. Like a garbage bag so it'll fit them all. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Mom's already got me some boxes. The problem is I have a hella ton of books. Like I just have like regular like reading fantasy books. I have comic books. I have coloring books. I have business and financial books, and I have sketchbooks, and I have art books. So I have to ask them how do they want me to disperse this so it's not all like being put into one, because I'm like that weight's gonna add up really quick. Because it's like we can lift it, but it's like, do we really want to? And I'm also like, I don't know how much weight the boxes can take because my parents don't let me use their empty totes they have. So, but I'm like, again, I don't know how much weight they're gonna want inside a box. Gotta be able to pick it up and put it on the truck. So, I'm like, I'll have to figure that out from them. So I can, because I'm thinking of like trying to disperse the books throughout different boxes and putting stuff on top of them. And what my idea was to disperse the weight and still put them in there. So I'll have to see what they suggest. Because I've never really moved by myself before. So, I mean, they're going to help me move, but it's been a while and I've gotten a lot more books since then. So we've been here for like 4 years now. So, and I've gotten a ton more books. So I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. So another thing I did was a friendly reminder. My nightmare drawing is finished. I also got it done yesterday. It actually looks really good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. So if you want to go watch it, you can. It's available to watch. And I started my myth minis. So here's a sketch for it. I didn't really know what I was doing for sure. I had an idea. So I was just writing down some of the dialogue. This will probably change because I've already added some dialogue on the paper. Not originally in here because like I thought about it afterwards. But I have like a general idea. This is a very rough, not right layout. But it was, again, an idea. And then I have a Corinne here because I've never really drawn a Corinne. So I was just trying to like, because I thought I had one in a book just to kind of get an idea, but I guess I don't, or else I'm not looking in the right book and I'm not going to sit there and try to find it. So I was just looking online to get an idea. So I just kind of did my own thing because that is one of my characters. His name is Mauer. Yeah, because I have Meyer, so I have Mauer. So we got Mauer. Because Meyer is one of my dinosaur characters. Myra is my bat, and Mira is her human counterpart. So, we're all going with the same letters. But yeah, so we have Mauer, Celeste, Cain, and Arlith for this round. So my dinos are, I don't remember, Kana, Meyer, Aerith, Siln, I believe is what I called her. And then you got you have Arlethea, Kanan, Myra, and Celestin. And then you have Allie, Sean, Casey, and Mira. So, like, all of them have counterparts. They're all going to show up in a story eventually. That's why I have these myth characters. Because it's a Corinne, a Phoenix, a Periton, I don't know, the bird deer thing. And which I thought was great for a cat. Because I'm like, I could see it having some attitude. I'm not going to lie. She has attitude is what she's got. She's very vain, I think is the right word. And then I have a dragon, obviously. So that's what's going on now. So this is the initial sketch I have. So, because I made them a lot bigger, and they were actually flipped. But I was like, well, because of where they're sitting at, because like Arla's up here, And I think this is Celeste right here. I'm pretty sure is why I had it. So I had to flip them. But yeah, so this is just the beginning. So I gotta work on it some more. But what I'm actually probably gonna do is work on my comic for Crew. Because I need to get that started because that's next week's video. Maybe. Because I actually might not even have a video, which isn't that big of a problem. Again, nobody sits here and is like waiting for me to post things. So, but it probably won't happen next week. Especially with all the packing, so we'll see. So I'm just gonna get started today because I have my dog's vet appointment at 4:45, which is gonna suck because it's a 1-lane road there and back, and it's just annoying. And I don't know how long it's gonna take is the problem because all he needs is some shots. But my dad took our other dog there one time really late, and it took him like almost 2 hours. So that's why I'm kind of freaking out because I'm like, fuck, because that's all I had left. Because I gotta do food prep still, so I'm like, that's gonna take me a bit, and I gotta make dinner, so I'm like, okay. That's where we're at. But so for now, I think I'm just gonna work, probably do some posting really quick. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done before I have to leave. So I only have a couple things left when I come back to do, which is fine. So I'm going to work on the comic for now, do some posting, and then we'll see how I feel. Because I'm gonna, with the comic, I'm gonna start trying to do like start to finish pretty much, where I'm really sketching out my idea on camera, and then doing the initial green sketch, and then doing my normal thing. I'm just gonna try it and see how it is. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I figured it might be a little more immersive. And then we'll see from there, because I still am working on that, my 2 Stegosauruses for sculpting purposes that I haven't touched, I think, since last week. So I still got to work on them. He's pretty much done, but I'm probably going to fix him a little bit. We'll see. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Like, he's going to get painted. So we'll see, because I'm going to outline him. And then I still got to work on this one. So I'm like, I almost want to work on them too, because technically the weekends when I come home, we're supposed to be sculpting time. And I haven't been doing that, partly because it's like I'm so done and I just don't want to do anything. So, but I'm probably going to do that and go back and forth between the comic and the Stegosauruses right now, because I think this I might wait and just do for work. Maybe and bring some other stuff, because there's some other stuff I want to look at too, so I can get prepared for that and go from there. So that's where we're at. But when I make progress on anything, I'll let you guys know. And no, I'm not doing the whole like room tour before, because we'll wait till we get to the actual apartment, and then we'll probably do a room tour maybe. But right now, because of how everything looks, I'm like, no. Like, I'm a messy individual, but I call it organized chaos. But just right now, I'm like, I just want to get things like packed and done, along with everything else I have to do. So that's where we're at. So if I have an update on anything, or if I've made progress drawing-wise, I will let you guys know. Alright, so I'm back from the vet. I've been back for a little bit, but everything's fine. He just was in for a normal checkup. Before I left, I started working on the comic. This is where I'm at right now. It's very sketchy and looks very bad, but that's trust the process. That's what they tell you, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, ew. But it's also like the side of the face, which I don't really ever do. So I am using a mannequin right now. This one, which is kind of in the pose I need. It's not perfect, but I have her sitting on my little dinosaur stand. So I have this, because it's the closest thing to a chair that I had. Because I'm just trying to get the pose somewhat. Oh. I just heard walking. So I started doing that. So it's not super far, but it's far enough. I think I've also decided that I'm going to try, when I do these, film little baby segments of like 10 to 20 seconds of me just doing something, but just be at the same specific place every time, just to kind of show the progression. So like I just was working on this. What the hell? Okay, anyway. So I was working on this one. So I'm like, alright, well, we won't film her for any other purpose. That's the only problem, is the way I gotta film it. So I'm just gonna film her for the progression stages, which I don't know, I think might be kind of cool. I don't know, I'm just trying different things. I have no idea. I'm just trying to get a little more immersive, you know? I have also been, probably for the last hour, started packing because myself and my dad today both got calls for extra information. So, because he's my landlord, so they're just, you know, proof of residence and whatnot. So now we're assuming that I am gonna get it because none of us, like, my parents haven't rented in years. I've never rented before. It's my first time. So we don't really know the process. So we're assuming by now that if they haven't told me we're not going to go through with it, I'm probably going to get it. Because she asked for my paycheck stubs today. So that's why we're assuming that it's a go. So I'm packing now because I have a date to move in the 18th. So the plan is to try and do like sections at a time because I don't want to overwhelm myself because so I started in the bedroom. So I started taking apart my bookcase. So I have a bunch of like stuffed animals. So I shoved those in a plastic bag. But the bookcase and whatnot, I've just been putting in boxes that we have. And then like all that kitchen stuff my mom got me, I also put in boxes. And then I'm labeling them. Because I have a bunch of stuff in here I still have to do. I mean, I have 3 large boxes and I have a bunch of like little Amazon boxes. So I'm probably going to use, and then I have a bunch of like other like empty decorative boxes. So I'm thinking about using the decorative boxes to put like a bunch of little things in that I don't need. So they're not like going everywhere and they're not floundering. I'm just putting them in there because they're not necessary. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do the art stuff. But I'm like, my parents also have empty totes. So I'm like, maybe I could just use the empty totes for art stuff. Because obviously I want those out first because I got things to do. So that's where I'm at. But probably tomorrow and Sunday, when I come home from work, I'm probably going to sit here and pack more because I'm not going to really want to do anything else. So I'll probably get finished in the bedroom tomorrow because the goal was to start today and I did. So I'm going to finish it tomorrow for sure. And then whatever I can't put in the boxes, I'll just bring in here so I know it's available and I can just shove it where it's necessary. And then I'll probably start on this bookcase. And then I have another set of, I don't even know, it's for the bathroom, but it's got like 2 doors and it's got 4 drawers. So I'm probably going to clear that out as well and start working on that. And then probably start hitting up the closet. Because I know those 3 areas in particular, not the clothes, I'll wait on the clothes. But like those 3 areas in particular, it's just a bunch of stuff I just don't need. I mean, this shelf has like those sketchbooks right here for comics. But I'm like, if I'm working on this one, I don't see myself getting, I won't need to work on one of those right now. Because I have other drawings I still have to do. So I think I'm safe on that. Plus I gotta work on the minis still, but that'll be a tomorrow problem. And then I'm at least gonna start, just bring stuff to draw. And then probably Sunday, whatever is done, I'll probably bring stuff to start coloring. So that's where I'm at. So I'm so excited. So I'm really hoping I get it. But we'll see. That's why I'm just preemptively packing now. So that way if maybe I'll get the confirmation on Monday is what we're hoping. Maybe Tuesday at the latest. Because if, then that's fine. Because I've already started packing and I got 4 days off next week. So that way I can sit here and I can just pack some more. Because I still have a bunch of sculpting stuff and painting stuff. So now I'm like, I might go ahead and just pack all that. Because I don't see myself necessarily doing that. Because like I got another package today. Because that's 3 I've gotten now. Because I ordered 4 from Etsy. So I just got my 3rd one today. I mean, I ordered them like 2 weeks ago. So I'm still waiting on one more from New York. So I'm like, I don't know what's going to get here. I'm hoping it'll get here next week. Because I would like to open them and show you. And then maybe use those boxes for other packing stuff. Because I'm like, they're decent sizes. But I don't know. So if anything, I might have to wait till I move in. And then I can show you. Because they're kind of going to be a little project. So that's where I'm at. But I think for now, I might start working on my little stegos that I showed you guys earlier. And just work on them some more. Maybe start painting. I think I'm going to start with acrylic still. Because I need to get better at that. So I'll probably start with the acrylic and then move on to gouache. and just see how that goes. Because it's on paper, so it might be a little bit different than canvas. I don't know. But I'm gonna try and take some nice pictures of them, so if I do ruin them, I can print them out or something. And just do that, even though like I only have like regular like printer paper, but I can print it out and like, you know, take it to the window and trace it, because I don't have a light pad, because I don't really trace things. So that's what I'm thinking of, in case I ruin them, because I'm probably going to. I don't want to, but I probably will. That's the problem when you do something super nice and then you just ruin it and you're like, oh fuck. But that's where I'm at. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna work on my little stegos until I go to bed, and then tomorrow we'll be more packing. So we'll see. That's where that's what I'm thinking. But I'll catch you guys up tomorrow if there's any other progress. Okay, so it's Monday night and I've gotten a couple things started. So first off, I started my Charmander redraw. So we went from this to this. A little bundle of joy. I still have to work on him, because I gotta re-outline him with a darker pencil to get all the lines I need, and then I gotta finish this off. I even just did his name as slanted as it is. That's okay. Another thing I completed were these. So my two little stego versions. So the intention is to try and attempt to paint them with wash and acrylic, just to try and like learn some more and just see what happens. So we're probably gonna mess those up, but that's okay. Another thing I did, because I'm such a good employee and I was so productive at work, I got all these done. So these are the start of Smogist. So I literally just got all the sketches done in one day. This is only 11 of them, when there's, you know, I still have 20 more to do, but I think it's a good start. And I started coloring it. So I need to try and get more done and get ahead of Smogist as much as possible. If I can get them all done before, you know, August, I'll be good. If not, I can get most of them done and then just do the rest of them as time goes, and then get started on October. That's where we're at. So I'm just doing my own little story, if you will, of my Riders Dragons. So because I have all 4 of them and I included JoJo, so I have them going on. I also finished drawing my minis for my miss. So this is just a start, because I actually got to start coloring it now. As you can see, I've already started doing, like, I put down some of the base colors. But no, I have to go back in, do the background, and then finish that off. So I'm almost there with that, so that should be good. And the final thing I managed to do was, when I did these, I started making little alts as well. So I have that started. So I have a little hedgehog in a terrarium, like a simplified terrarium. I have a couple of the plants. I got a little hog with a butterfly, and then I just did like a flower bundle. So I gotta work on this too. But I don't know when, because there's other things I gotta do. Like for the apartment thing, we're waiting on paperwork stuff, because she didn't get some of the paperwork she needed, so now we're in the press fund to do that. So I think she has left is to get paperwork from my work. So I had to email them, making sure that they got the original document. I'm like, if not, email these people. So we're waiting for an answer. Like, I don't go in tomorrow, so I might have to ask my dad to look at my emails, see if they responded to me. So we need to hurry up and get this done, because right now the target move-in date is the 18th, and don't know if that's happening anymore, because we're still in paperwork progress. So there's that. Another thing I also want to do, probably tomorrow, is Catnip is one of the YouTubers I follow, and she talks about Notion, so I was kind of looking at it. So I want to give it a try, because my current organization method is several different documents, with each of them having their own specific tasks that I need to do. And so I'm wondering if I can condense the documents and the tasks in Notion to make it easier for myself. So I can do like the in progress tab, especially with all this art stuff I have going on top of, like, you know, eventually starting the business and whatnot. Oh my, I'll figure it out. So that's probably going to be a tomorrow activity. And also with cleaning up the documents to get them a little more organized. I still want to keep them because it's got the most of the information, but like break them down to where they're like more simplified. That's the intention. But I also need to, I could probably finish up the Charmander tomorrow with how big he is. Because like this is on colored pencil paper, so I'm like, do I want to do him in marker too? Because I can't use the back if I do that. But I'm like, I could still keep it in marker, and then when I do the back of it, it'll just bleed through on the other side. I'm like, it doesn't matter that much. So I might still just do marker, and when we go down the back side, it'll just bleed through the front and just leave an interesting pattern on the front, I suppose, which kind of make it cool. Because I'm only doing, I actually restarted it 3 times because I was like, how am I doing this? Because originally I was doing all of the Charmander line evolutions at one time. I was doing 2 different versions. Then I said no. Then I was doing just my one version with all Charmander lines, and I said nope. So now we're going to do them one at a time. So we're starting off with Pokemon, and then next time I will switch off and do a different series, and we'll keep going. So eventually, obviously, the Charmander line's going to be a while before I get it done, but I don't really care. I'm not in a rush. It's just an extra little thing. So that's the intention. I'm also waiting for one more package to come in, but I'm also thinking about just saying fuck it and just opening up the other 3 I have. I mean, the last one's not that important. Like, I can show you when it comes in. So I might go ahead and just do the other ones, because those are supposed to be a painting project. So I might go ahead and just open them and do that. And I can show you guys tomorrow, so if you want to know what's happening tomorrow, you'll have to watch the vlog for next week. Because I'm not doing it now. I might watch some more other YouTube videos and start working on some other stuff, I suppose, while I'm watching. Maybe. So I'm not like super tired yet. But we'll see. But I don't want to get anything like super crazy in case I do get tired. That's where we're at right now. So the little stegos will be for like weekend work only. I'm not doing it during the week. I just wanted to show you guys that's what I managed to finish this weekend, which isn't a lot, but I was also packing a little bit. Because like packing within maybe 3 hours on 2 different days, I got 5 boxes filled and 2 totes filled. So I'm pretty happy. So, but I'm also like, I'm trying to slow up a little bit because now I don't know if my move-in date's getting pushed back, depending on when she gets all the information. I'm hoping she gets it tomorrow, and the 18th is still good to go. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. But if anything else further arises, I will let y'all know. Because I'm actually really excited. So I'm hoping this works and goes through, because I have to go probably to Big Lots. Mom will show me all this stuff. Because it's a lot cheaper than Walmart, actually. Surprisingly. And I need to buy some extra like household stuff to make sure I have that available. And it's a lot cheaper. So I gotta go do that at some point. But I also gotta take my dog to the vet for a teeth cleaning. Because it's on a plan, so I'm like, he kind of needs to get it. Because I'm taking myself off the plan and giving him to my dad. Because he's not coming with me. He's staying here. So I gotta do that too. So I gotta make the appointment tomorrow. So I can go this week and get him taken care of. But that's probably it for now. So anything new, I'll let y'all know. I'll open up those packages tomorrow when it's actually like bright outside. There's like more natural light coming in. I didn't know what the word was, so it's like sunlight, but same thing. So I'll do that. And then I might, if I feel like it, actually might start working on the painting stuff. So it's gonna take me a while. And I bought them for a reason. I just don't know how dumb the reason is, but I bought them. So I'm hoping it works, but we'll see. But I'll leave it there for now. But if you're interested and you're new here, I draw. I do dinosaurs, dragons, fantasy creatures, comics. I have OCs. I do this. And then eventually, within the next few weeks, no matter what, I would like to open up an art business. Depending on what I hear about the apartment information will determine on when I'm starting my small business. Because if it's a new, then I'm going to start it the day I hear a new. And if not, then I'll wait till I move in. But if you guys want to know more and you want to follow along, please subscribe and let's grow together. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!